Mm. Hello, welcome. I am Kurt Roskoff. I'm here with the World Ability Podcast Network. We're having a little fun today on Friday, live at 5, and this is your Revolutionize Your Marketing show. Again, Revolutionize Your Marketing, brought to us by Mill City Marketing MA, hosted by John Petro Sr. So again, this is a marketing themed show, so we're gonna find out what people are doing out and around the world. Friends of John's here. He's out there as an alignable ambassador, and he's bringing in resourceful folks to have a nice VIP panel discussion. And we have a spontaneous opportunity brought forward by some colleagues of mine. So, John's meeting some of the folks I hang with. So, we're going to let some of these stars come out in cameo fashion. And then they're going to be having their own conversation after leaving the show. And then we'll bring in the planned guests for today. So, John, come on in here. Let's see what we can do with my friends from the Spirit of the Game Foundation and with Global Impact Network and YEA, Young Entrepreneurs Alliance. We got a little something to share by some friends of the network, World Ability Podcast Network. So, John, if you're game, are you ready to bring in Jackie and see what our friend Jackie has to say about coming into this marketing shtick? What do you think?
Sure, let's do it. Welcome, folks, to Revolutionize Your Marketing. By the way, Kurt, I like that colorful background. Festivus.
There you go. Very
Kurt's got this
festive
thing that
for
he
us, for the
does.
rest of us.
Kurt's got this thing that he does. It's called Festivus Weekend, I believe, which starts right after my show, doesn't it?
Well, I made it, John, that I figured what a way to start the show, but revolutionize your market. I did what I did to market the event, the 3-day event, but maybe we'll have something in this hour that'll help me out in the future of Festivus and also help all the viewers out there. So, as far as I'm concerned, here we are. Huzzah! Festivus has begun. Festivus in February. What a deal, John. Thanks for doing it.
Not a problem. So let's bring your guests in and see what they got going on here.
There we go. So we have all our AI in action here. We're going to add Jackie in. So, Jackie, we're here to revolutionize your marketing. You're being introduced to the show, like maybe some of our viewers that are out there. And we're just kind of going hot on the spot here and saying, hey, let's just all get to know each other. So, Jackie, what in the world do you do? Explain to the world what you and I do together. And what is this Global Impact Network all about?
That's a loaded question. You know that, Kurt. How many hours do we have? No.
I don't know. John's
I,
the captain of the ship. You ask him how long the voyage is going to be today.
I'll give you the cliff notes.
Okay.
Kurt is pretty much on the same path that I am. In fact, Carol is also Carol with Carol Witt above there. And the whole path is to work with the underserved population to be able to allow them a positive life as well as sustainability to increase love, prosperity, and peace. And so this kind of started when I was in the Peace Corps many years ago. And it took me many years to realize that I really could have a global reach. So in that process, created the Global Impact Network, which uses resources to provide ways for what we're calling GIN, Global Impact Network ambassadors, to really have a good reach into their communities, mostly in Africa, through education, mostly, but the four pillars of literacy, wellness, environment, and employment, to be able to get them to give the most to their populations, the underserved populations, to bring us all to increase love, prosperity, and peace. It's about that simple. And Carol provides with YEA Young Entrepreneurs Alliance, does that educational part, the main part of character building, and then they come to the Gin Tuesday group and are aligned with people in each of the pillars and have their own projects that are positive and sustainable. And then everyone, it just kind of a cycle. And we have pilot projects that are happening in East Africa, the water project. We have sanitary napkins. We have all different kinds of projects all to be able to address that underserved population.
There we go. What an intro. Carol, let's bring you in. Your name has been dropped in here. And I'm very excited about the immediate future that we paved for just in a couple months. We're going to be starting a 10-week course and doing it for veterans. But you got quite a path you've carved. You've locked in with Jackie. Now the three of us are a trio along with the rest of the entourage. Spear the Game Foundation, so on and so forth. But what is this idea of YEA, Carol? Why did you create it, found it, and Young Entrepreneurs Alliance? What's all behind what you do? Take it away, Carol.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Carol Witt, and I am the founder and the director for YEA Global. We are now in 82 countries. I have students from all around the globe. And guys, we teach mindset. It's the biggest deal. When you're working with entrepreneurs, the first thing you have to work with is their minds, what they believe about things or what they don't believe about things before they can even move forward. And then once we get them in that space of a thriving mindset, we have them take action around their goals and their dreams and their businesses that are already established, their NGOs, their CBOs, whatever it is that they are taking on and doing. And as a result of it, the results that get produced in 10 weeks in my program are just amazing. I just have to share. I'm a storyteller, so I just have to share a couple of things that are showing up inside of our program that's going to be ending next Thursday. And so one of my students came and he shared that he wanted to find a job. And and he had to drop out last week because he got his job. He's an accountant and he couldn't find a job, and now he works for the IRS in Ecuador. So, because he took action and he kept putting resumes out there, and we kept encouraging him to keep putting things out there and talking to people and sharing with people. And so these are the kinds of things that we do is we take people that have been stopped and stuck. Guys, we have so many people that have written books now. I have a 12-year-old, actually 2 years ago, she's 14 now, that is publishing her first book because she came to our youth empowerment program and said, I want to be an author. And I said, great. And in 2 years, she's publishing her first book. So these are the kinds of things. I have somebody that was for 10 years, she was just missing a few credits of having her master's, and she went back, got it. So these are all the kinds of things that show up and happen. I have to share one more story because this one is so like, oh, this one gets me. So one of our pillars is called focus, and we say what you focus on is what you get. And so we help them to define what it is they want to go after and focus on it and go get it. Well, this student, he is 12 years old and he's from the UK. And just after our classroom, he saw something for himself about focus, and he said, I'm going to go and talk to my teacher because I want to be on the honor roll at 12. I want to be on the honor roll, and I sit next to my friends who are distracting me. And I know I can't get to the honor roll if I sit there. So he went to his teacher and told her, please move me because I want to be on the honor roll. And by the way, guys, 9 weeks later, he's on the honor roll. So those are the kinds of things. 12 years old, though, he got that his mindset was that if he stayed with his friends, he wasn't going to get there because they're too distracting and he couldn't focus. And sure enough, and then at 12, he went and asked his teacher to move him. I mean, these are the kinds of things that when they connect the dots and they see what is stopping them from what they want, they now have access to moving forward. And that's what's so exciting about bringing this to veterans. I'm so excited, Kurt, to bring this to veterans because they already have so much training, so much leadership, so much that just being able to champion those spirits, oh my goodness, what are they going to create in 10 weeks with us? So that's why EA.
There we go. Holy smokes, folks, right? Like, wow, good stuff, Carol. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for, welcoming me in to be a part of it, expanding it to veterans. It just keeps getting better. And so I know you two always schedule this time weekly, connection between you two. If you want to hang in the show a while, you're happy to stay in the conversation. I got you two set up as co-hosts in the Zoom room. If you want to do breakout room, you can let me know to do a breakout room, or you got your own Zoom, whatever you want to do. But we want to get John's scheduled speaker in here. And with everything we just talked about, it sounds like this guest could have something to do with it, but I'm just getting to meet her. So, John, let's introduce her and let's bring her in. John, you're still muted. See what you did, ladies? You had him so captivated, he lost track of where he's at. Good
I did
show.
that.
All right.
I put myself on mute because a slight conversation going on in the background. I wanted to cut it out so they could have free it. Welcome, Carol, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, I do have probably will I spin. I do have a guest tonight. I'm probably going to mess this name up. I'm sorry. um, Azura. Come on in here, Azura.
Thank you, John. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And I feel already so blessed. I got to meet amazing people. Just in 5 minutes here, I feel already more energized. And I love what you guys are doing. So keep doing it. And so thank you for inviting me this evening. And yes, I'm Azzurra. You gotta roll your Z, roll your R, roll everything. Azzurra. I'm originally from Italy.
The, the
And
female version of Zorro.
yeah. That's a good one.
So why don't we let people know where you are, and what got you to do what you're doing?
Absolutely. So right now I'm in San Diego, California, but I'm originally from Italy, and I lived 8 years in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but I couldn't stand the weather anymore, so I moved to San Diego, and I cannot complain about the weather anymore. And so what I do, I'm in personal finance, and I help business owners and highly achievers individuals understand really how money work, because I have been studying many years. My background is in science, and I realized basically I never took a class to understand how money work. So I came to the US for the American dream. I end up burned out working so many hours in the biotech. And then I realized, I say, I'm not really getting financial freedom anytime soon if I keep working for somebody. So I pick up some good books. I asked to other financial specialists, and we really understood how money work. And now we cannot really undo this. We learn it. Now we want to teach as many people as possible. So actually, there are ways to eliminate market risk, fees, and also taxes, but in a legal way. And not many people know about this. So my job now is to educate as many people as possible to understand how can they be happy going to work, making money, but also be happy of not giving so much money away to Uncle Sam.
I've got a question. Do you know Wendy Lyon from San Diego? We just were talking to her. Do you know Wendy Lyon?
Not in person, no. Maybe we're gonna meet in the any networking event.
Okay, it's just interesting. We're talking to two people work in the financial industry from San Diego. What a day it's been already. But John, where do you want to take this? Where are we diving into finances, and what does it have to do with marketing?
Well, marketing costs money,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
businesses can't market if they don't know how to save the money. Um, and Yeah, saving money from taxes is a very good way for businesses to save some money.
And
But
also,
yeah, um, wow. I got so many things going through my mind right now. I'm losing track. But so
So we got our
how
friend Mariana Waikiki just came in here. Mariana, I don't know if you're ready, but we've got the festivities with Festivus fully functioning here on a Friday live at 5 Eastern. And we got John Petro Sr. here having us take a deep dive into marketing. I know with your creativity and your books and your apps and finger puppets and all the things that you're doing, Marianne, you do a lot with marketing. We got Azura here, Marianne, who does personal finances, helps make sure you keep as much in your pocketbook, Marianne, as possible. We got Jackie here with the Global Impact Network. We got Carol with the Young Entrepreneurs Alliance. We got quite the tribe here, John. You're an attractive person, John. You're attracting a lot of us.
what can I say? Wait till next weekend. Wait till next week's. But welcome, Marianne. Um, so Azura, how do you start people off by teaching them how to save? What's the number one thing that they need to do besides get a
yes,
hold of you?
yeah. So we understood basically if you are in the middle class, what you do is mostly is what your family or friends or co-workers or what your employer is telling you to do, right? And but at the end of the day, you don't know if it's the best for you. You just try your best to ask around, but there is so much confusion out there. You don't even know to who to ask for financial tips, right? And then you never know if this is the best that could be for your specific situation, right? So for me, for example, even coming from a foreign country, navigating the American financial system was kind of overwhelming. And I tried my best. I kept looking around. And the more I was looking, the more I was getting confused because I got mixed information. So I arrived at a certain point and say, what do I do? What do I do? I'm trying my best to understand what is best for me, but I cannot understand what is really the best for me because sometimes overloading of information actually is not good. And so then I also ask myself, I say, how is it possible that majority of the population is working so much? Some people, they have one job, two jobs, even three jobs. I met with people with three jobs, and still they are not sure about their retirement. And I'm as an immigrant, we always think like US is one of the most powerful nation out there. But then living here, I realized, yes, the nation is strong, but the people working here, they are not so financial free. And so I saw a huge problem. I say, it's not just me not understanding money. It's also a lot of people, they don't know how the system works. So most of the time in school, they tell us, study hard, get a degree, get a great job, and then you're going to be okay. And that's what I did. I got a PhD in molecular biology and biotechnology. I spent 20 years in science and I loved it. But I realized, I say, if I keep working for somebody, that's it. I will not become financially free. And so then basically it's through education. We need to read books instead of getting confused on social media. On social media, anybody can post, right? You're going to find mixed information. You don't know who to trust. But if you pick up books from people that actually have been successful, then you just need to understand what they're talking about and try to apply it and see if it's working for you. And so basically, we learn the tax code. So most of the tax codes that are, for example, for tools for retirement, mostly they are tax deferred. So it means you accumulate money tax free, but then when you need to access to your money for retirement, that's when you need to pay Uncle Sam. And then actually they force you to pay Uncle Sam, they're called the required minimum distribution. So by age 75, if you like it or you don't like it, you gotta start to pay Uncle Sam, right? But if you actually learn the tax code, there are some other tax code that actually allow you to grow money tax-free and access to them tax-free without any age restriction as well. And so that's the powerful information. As soon as I made sure this information is valid, and this is actually what the wealthy population have been using for several decades now, not only to build their wealth, but also to protect it and also pass it from generation to generation. So you can actually build a legacy here. And so that's when I decided, to say, oh my goodness, this is a game changer. I want to be part of this movement of educating as many people as possible so we can impact as many lives as possible.
Yeah, finances is one thing that I wish they would put into more and more school systems. Because kids are coming out of school and they just don't have a clue. Trust me, I have some here. And another one of our friends, Mark, just popped in. Welcome to the group tonight, Mark. Um,
Did he
Thank you,
come in
Mr.
Mach
Boston.
7, Mach 4? What Mach what?
Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go. Mach 5.
Mach 5? All right, give me 5. I like it.
so,
That's the best for the rest of us.
so how is the response that you're getting about financing with the
Who's he
people?
asking? Oh, she's okay. Never mind. Go
I
ahead.
couldn't hear you well. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, how is the response of what you're doing? Are you getting a really good response from it?
Yeah, so I have been in business for 2 years. So initially it was hard because basically most of the people I knew, they knew me as a scientist. And so then initially I say, what do you know about finances? Who are you, right? So I have to change my identity and also I have to change the way how people perceive me. So I'm not the scientist lady anymore. So I'm more a financial specialist. And so the initial part is always very difficult, to especially establish a business in the first place. It's not easy. People got to get to know you. And so we tried several approaches. So one is mostly like organically through social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, try to really post, not every day because I think it's kind of overwhelming, but be present and show ourselves because I'm in business together with my husband as well. And so to show that we are good people, that we take care of ourselves, our bodies, we eat healthy, we exercise. So to show people that we are present and we are like normal people. We are not power people. We are just regular people, everyday people. But every once in a while, we also try to educate people on, you know what? I think we know one thing or two about how money work, and so we are always happy to connect with people if they want to even hear what we are doing. So that one is like more organically way to get people to know us. But also we tried also like advertising as well. So we tried the paid ads, and yes, they're expensive, and it takes some time to develop them, make sure they're working, they're producing leads, and so and it's expensive, but at the end you get a good amount of leads. So you get booked with people on your calendar, which is amazing. So you don't need to go door to door and ask and beg for anything. It's people coming to you and they need what you're doing. And so we balance those two approaches. And then most importantly, now recently I joined also networking, and that's how I found Alignable as well. And coming from a scientific background, I found business people so different from scientists, and I love it business people say, yeah, let's meet, let's talk, let's discuss idea. So proactive. And I found really good people really that they want to help you out and try to thrive, to help you thrive. And so I love it. I'm attending not only online networking event, but also in person. So there are some groups here in San Diego. And I found it you establish relationships before even think about business, and mostly even for referrals, because at the end they might know people that we don't know, right? And so yeah, it's a combination of, we are not saying one is better than the other. It's a combination that then make us get moving and make sure we have people on our calendar. And then the more clients we get, then they're going to also send us referrals. So in a long term, it's also, if they had a good experience with us, we also welcome referrals as well. Yeah.
Got to shut that off. Yeah, and I can tell you're a very active person, very happy person, and very generous with your knowledge, um, which is what a lot of people need, is to connect with people like you. So let people know right now, before I forget, which I've done in the past, how can people get a hold of you?
I'm in LinkedIn. So my full name is Maria Azzurra Missinato, and also Facebook as well. And I will be happy also to share our website. We build a website, and the agency we built together with my husband is called the Mercury Legacy. And so we are building all the website and the automation with CRMs. So we are learning so much in such a short amount of time. We are learning sales, marketing, branding, and so it's a stiff learning curve, but it's exciting, and we love it.
Now, I believe I told you in our previous conversation, if there's any way I can help you with anything, if I can't help you, I've got enough connections unalignable. Yeah, connect people to. Got over 2,200 connections. So any help you
Thank you.
need, feel free to get a hold of me.
Thank you so much. I
Um,
appreciate it. Yeah.
if you want to actually start a financial podcast, you can get a hold of Kurt. He can help you out with that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was actually thinking together with my husband to start a podcast series by mid 2026 was one of our goal, but so far we didn't even start to get it organized. But yeah, I would love to get some help as well. Yes, thank you, thank
Yeah.
you.
This is the right place to find it.
Ooh, podcast. Yeah.
Wait, yes. So, Kurt, if you're available, do you have any questions at this point? Or do you other ladies have any questions for us?
Yeah, why don't we build off of this intersection here? We're talking about personal finances. A lot of people really go by that I'm going to build my own wealth first, and then I'll be philanthropic and, donate to veteran initiatives or disability groups or things like that. So, Azura, do you want to speak to that a little bit in terms of how your work helps people go to the level of philanthropy?
Yeah, sure. So, so yeah, I see also a huge potential for collaboration with Jackie and Carol here, because I didn't tell you yet, but my husband actually is from Africa, from Zambia, and so I see what Jackie is doing. We can actually create more connection as well. I personally was able to go to Africa twice in my lifetime. One time back in 2011, so many years ago, and yeah, I could see huge poverty, and they need so much help. Just basic things that we take for granted, like just a glass of water, is a problem there. So they gotta walk like 3 miles just to get some fresh water every single day. They have tons of kids that they cannot even go to school. So I can really see what Jackie is doing here is is awesome, and I will be happy also to collaborate as well and put you more in contact also with people in Zambia as well, because all my husband family, they are all still there. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
And
be great. Yeah. Yeah. You have
and
my
also with
contact information in the chat. Um,
awesome.
yeah, there are many ways that we can assist with resources in just about any area that you can imagine,
Mhm.
especially with youth, with Carol, with the YEA, and the employment of these individuals as they, in whatever stage, because I have a gamified literacy app that can take them from preschool all the way up through high school.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. And then, yeah, I also see a huge potential with Carol as well, because I saw it myself. Basically, I lived two big transitions in my life. So one coming from Italy to the US back in 2008 was a huge transition. I have to readjust and almost restart all over again. I didn't speak almost any English coming here, so the first 3 months was hard. But
Oh,
thank God
good.
I found good people, try to always
Yeah,
be positive and try to help me out.
yeah,
And then the big transition was after 20 years in science. That's when I become like a business
yeah,
owner. So I have to rewire my brain,
yeah,
start again from scratch, because basically what I learned in science was not really applicable to finances.
yeah,
But basically, the mindset is what really brings you in, or decide if you're gonna fail or if you're gonna succeed. Because what you tell your brain every single day, that's what you are gonna believe, and that's what you're gonna do. If you tell yourself, oh my God, this is so hard, I'm not gonna be able to do it, guess what? You're not gonna do it. But if you tell yourself, let's do it, this is awesome, yes, it's gonna be with up and down, but it's amazing, let's do it. And that's how you're gonna succeed, as long as you do small steps every day, but forward. That's so important. And yeah, for me, I think the financial area, it's important. People stress out over money, right? And so many people cannot really enjoy the moment because they are just stressing how I'm gonna pay the bills. And so that's when we can come in and really understand how you can really prioritize your bills. And we understood. Thank God I got my PhD back in Italy, which was super cheap to get. So I never
yeah.
got a student loan. So my parents were able to pay for my PhD student just cash. It was affordable. But moving here, I saw so many colleagues that now they're over 40, they're still paying for the student loans. And they say, oh, I have no clue when I'm going to be done finishing paying it.
I got way too much stuff here.
And then basically car loans, house loans. I live in San Diego. The bare minimum house, just the basics is like 1 million going up. I say $1 million just to get the house. And so people are just from one loan to another loan, and they're never like stress free. They're always thinking about what is the next bill coming, and I don't have enough income, right? And so what we do at Teresa, we give people some free, like release some of the stress from their finances, right?
Cool.
Carol, do you want to jump in here with
Sure.
any questions?
Absolutely. So I have an opportunity for you. So I'm always looking for guest speakers for my program. And in May, we're going to probably be delivering at least 10, maybe 15 courses across the US. And you could absolutely come and be a guest speaker and open our students' minds inside of finance. Because I believe as an entrepreneur, that is an area everybody needs support and help in. And one of the things about my community, my program is we build community. So we never go alone inside of building something that we're building. We have resources, we have people that work with us, we have people that cheer us on. So having you come and be a guest speaker would have them open their minds and start honestly looking to see where finance fits in with entrepreneurship, because that's a lot of times the last thing they think about.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, thank you so much. I will love to come and I love. Thank you for the invite. I look forward to it. So yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. My information is in the chat and I'm on LinkedIn. Please reach out to me
Oh,
and we will talk more around it, okay? For sure.
absolutely. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Thank you.
absolutely.
See, folks, revolutionize your marketing.
Mhm.
Always new ways to market.
Yeah.
Um, anything else you want to throw in here, Kurt?
Um, well, let's keep going with the marketing idea. We're talking about philanthropy, impact work, education, marketing through being a public speaker, hopping into a class, providing your expertise in a class. Let's talk some more about this opportunity to do outreach for marketing. Jackie, you got any ideas in terms of with all the people in the Global Impact Network? How do you help them market and to grow their program when they're, the chief cook and bottle washer and all the things, wearing all the hats? Where does marketing come in on top of their plate? They got an overfilling plate. Where does marketing factor in with
Well,
Global Impact Network?
it's really interesting to watch. When I look at when we had Kiza in here, and that we had Kiza earlier, Carol, it was so cool because
Oh,
he's
okay.
definitely the gin ambassador. And a lot of these people that of the 21 ambassadors in gin, somehow or other they've figured this out a lot. They do post a lot in LinkedIn. I can tell you easily 10 or 15 of them know how to post in LinkedIn. However, that said, we are teaching them with a person by the name of Shannon Dobbs. We are teaching them how to use AI and also on Spirit of the Game, aren't we, Kurt? So between the two of them, personally, I've been able to create, as I showed much earlier, the infogram or whatever you call that, as well as a of several videos on gin and my footsteps to brilliance and others. And so we're going to be showing them the availability of these things and being able to take the pictures that they have gotten of the community doing whatever. I mean, the permaculture, the trees, the you name it, and the sewing and the crocheting and the making of the soap and the acting and whatever. They have all these things they're doing. So taking a picture, of course, a video is possible, but it's probably better with just a picture and then throwing that into Notebook or one of those Notebook LM, one of the AI groups, and come up with a positional thing for a fourth grade level is really beautiful. It's beautiful. So we're beginning to teach them how to do that, even though they've done relatively well with their own posts. And it's all a matter of coming from the benefit of partnering, not buy my product.
Right.
So that's the big deal. They have been taught from when they were able to speak that they were a charity case.
Mhm.
We don't want to give them charity.
Yeah.
We have no desire to give them charity. You don't really want to help them. You want to assist in their growth. So to get them out of the charity mentality when they had colonialism coming in, and we won't go there, but the point is that we want them to be able to think on their own and be creative. And if you would, well, we witnessed it before with Kurt. Kiza went on and on about all the wonderful things that he's doing, that the women in the community were contributing this, and because of that, they were able to do loans. It's self-sustainable. However, that still requires marketing and
Hmm.
being able to show the world that you're how much you are putting into the benefit of this group has fed or given water to, and like we do with the pilot program, 20,000 people now have water because of Water for the World. So gradually, we're bringing them into the AI world, not necessarily kicking and screaming, because they're brilliant. I don't know. There are a lot of people that think that because you're African, you don't have any brains. This is as far as you can possibly go. They're brilliant and they appreciate what you're doing. They are so humble
They're
and so,
grateful.
so grateful. That's
Mm.
probably why I'm in Africa, because I
Mhm.
get acknowledged a lot more than I do in the United States, because they really love what you're doing for them and with them.
With
Teach them to fish. Teach them how to build that foundation, that nonprofit or CBO
yeah,
community based.
yeah,
Teach them the finances. Teach them how to do that wherever they are, with whatever they have, and
mm,
bringing their mindset to glorify and focus and illuminate their expertise. That's really what it's all about, is
yeah.
to be able to show them they have the ability to be able to flip this thing around, and to give them enough tools so they themselves can say, I did it. But the humble leader doesn't, as Carol will say in YEA. Carol, I know you're rubbing off on me all the time, that it's not the leader that does this, it's the team. There is no I in team. However, it's all about the group and empowering. That's what YEA does. Be you a vet or anything else, it's giving you the ability and the awareness. My world is the excitement of awareness, and that's the way I work, is to have you be aware of what's happening in your world so you can move forward through
Mm,
Carol or Jen or finances coaches or whatever, whether you're in the disabled ability thing or what, we all have the expertise. And I love that when I think of the disabled in Kurt's group. I love that concept that if, when, not if, I almost said if, when we look at the strong, amazing expertise and abilities of those veterans and the so-called disabled community, look out world. Look out world. Thank you, Kurt.
yeah. So great.
We all got to play
Right.
together.
Yep. I
It's
want to
all
share
Yeah.
about
something if I
collaboration. Go ahead, Carol. She just
can.
bounces. She's my bounce over here. We haven't figured out how to bottle this or can it or even make it freeze dried. You know, it's if we can bring this little bubble down here with the energy that she has, to think what we can do. Well, we can. You guys just have to pay attention. Go ahead, Kurt.
This is what loving life looks like, guys. It really honestly is. And I got to tell you, the richness of my life comes from my students from 82 countries, from all of their cultures that come into my life is so amazing. So one of the things that we teach inside of YEA is no handouts. We teach relationship marketing. You get related to the people. You share your projects. You don't ask for money from for your projects. We tell them to tell people about their projects and enroll people in wanting to be a part of it. And and it's really making a difference for their mindsets around not begging for money any longer. And it is actually a requirement that when you're in our program that you don't beg from our other students for money. And and it has really changed how they look at things now. And that was really strongly embedded in a lot of Africans from cultures passed down and passed down, that you're going to only struggle and survive life. And and US people are going to pay your bills, are going to pay for things. And you got to beg and you got to be good at it. And we are honestly, Jackie and I are really working strongly inside of having them get. It's so much better when you're self-sustainable. You're not counting on other people to pay your bills and have life work for you. And just settle for struggling and surviving. They don't have to do that anymore. They do YEA and they get. We all deserve to thrive. And that we do it together, not by ourselves. So one of the things I want to share with you is I'm very excited about, and I was talking to Jackie earlier about it. Guys, I'm going to give you kind of a bigger vision of it, but I am starting an affiliate program for YEA. I have over 1,000 graduates in my program, and who better to actually market YEA out there than my students that have gone through the program and have produced results and love YEA? Who better? And so I'm creating a affiliate program because I woke up one morning and I was on oh boy. I was on Amazon and I clicked on their affiliate and they have like I mean thousands, 40,000 affiliates. And I was like, oh, well, that could be YEA. Because here's the deal, guys. One of the things is I'm turning 72 in July. And for the last 17 months, my whole focus has been I have a shelf life and I want this to move on without me when it's time for me to step back. And so I declared one of our pillars is declaration, and I declared I'm going to have 35 directors that are out there teaching my program. I'm going to teach them. They're going to go out and they're going to teach. And so I'm going to have programs all over the US and other countries. And so I have 17 now because of Jackie. Jackie is my global concierge. She brings me people and says, Carol, this is somebody you got to talk to. So I'm always looking for educators, people that love and are passionate about teaching. And so I have 17 right now, and I want 45. I've rescinded my declaration. I'm going for 45 directors. Now, here's what's going to happen. These directors are going to have between 25 to 50 students in each program. You see the numbers, and we do 2 programs a year, a spring course and a fall course for 10 weeks. And at the last classroom is our acknowledgement and completion. And it is where we're going to invite them to come into our affiliate program. So every one of them are going to get a chance to be affiliates in YEA. Do you know what that's going to look like in a couple of years of 45 programs going on twice a year? Having 50 to up to 100 students in the program, and they're all going to be invited to our affiliate program. I told Jackie, can you imagine opening up LinkedIn and seeing 1,000 posts promoting YEA? So that's my vision, guys. And I had to go a little bit further, and that's this. So Africa can make money sharing our paid programs out there. So it's a way for me to be able to give back to them in a way. As long as they're doing the work, they get a commission. But here's the thing. I went a little bit further and ChatGPT and I spent a little time together, and I said, how could I have businesses created through my affiliate program? And guys, we came up with an amazing way to actually create businesses around being in the affiliate program. And I am so excited to be able to offer that to students that come in, especially from Africa, that have big networks that can do their own affiliate marketing for our program. So excited. So, yeah. So, it is all about, it's all about seeing opportunities. And that's what YEA is all about. We teach them how to see the opportunities and to be a yes when they come.
That's amazing, Carol, and I'm sure you're gonna be doing awesome. And what you're building is gonna have like a compounding effect because you affect one person first, and then it's gonna be 100, and then it's gonna be so many people you cannot even count anymore. So thank you for what you're doing.
Thank
You
you.
know, this group right here scares me. We all work together. I have no idea how far this will go. All
Welcome to
these
my world.
programs all put together. But we're getting close to the end, so everybody wants to take a turn and just give a last promotion or whatever. Um, Ca- Carol, why don't you go first?
Okay, well, I just really want to thank you for having me here today, um, and being a part of this. Um, I'm I just feel so grateful for the people that honestly believe God directs to me. They come to me, and I am just telling you, I say, God, send me amazing people, send me golden hearts, and it is what I have. So fully in my life, and I'm so grateful. And thank you.
You're welcome. Jackie, how about you? Like I could not. This was
I think probably there are two things that I want to end with. First of all, my mantra is that my age justifies my wisdom. My developed clarity teaches the excitement of awareness. It ignites the spark of action and change. And the other is a quote by Pablo Picasso. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away.
I had to find my mute button again. Conversation going on in the next room. Ashura, Azura, how about you? Any closing statements here? It sounds like
Absolutely.
a courtroom. Sorry.
Absolutely. I feel so blessed again to be here and get to know such amazing people here. And yes, I agree with you, John. We are powerful and we can scare other people because yes, it's beautiful when people actually can collaborate instead of fighting and say, no, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. If we collaborate, we can be much, much stronger than single people, individuals. So when you are a group, it's always better. And for me, I have a personal quote that is wealth isn't built in one day, it's built daily, but with discipline, vision, and also the courage of to do what other people won't do. And then I have also an African proverb that I always think I have always in mind. And the author of the proverb is unknown, but they say if you want to go fast, go by yourself. But if you want to go far, go together. And I relate to this so much because sometimes, yes, I want to go fast, I'm going to do it by myself. But then guess what? You're going to be stuck because now you cannot solve the next problem if you don't have somebody helping you. And so going together is going to make you really go and change the world and go very far. Even things that you cannot expect, they're going to come to you because you went with somebody. So no, thank you so much for having me tonight. And I feel blessed continuing this conversation with all of you.
Okay. Good. Any last comments?
I'm marketing death and taxes, the two certain things in life, So yeah, we have to live it up and, we have to think about the idea of marketing that with somebody like Azura here, that, we have the opportunity to spread goodwill. in marketing. Refer people to
Yeah.
Azura. I can't roll my tongue. I'm sorry. Azura.
Azzurra.
Azura. All right. So connecting, people around you to a financial educator like Azura is very powerful because the more that we allow people to keep more in their pocketbook, more in their back pocket, the more they're going to be able to go out and respond to the marketing. So
Exactly.
that's something to keep in mind that when you think of your avatar, who you're trying to reach, how does your company do corporate social responsibility or spread that goodwill and making sure your prospective customers and clients, have the monetary resources to be a qualified prospect. And the important part of being a qualified prospect is that you got the money to make the decision to say, yeah, I'll go ahead and buy what you're offering. I'll buy some advertising, John. I got some money to do that. That's what we like to see. So thank you, ladies, for being here. We really enjoy it.
Yeah.
We are in kickoff here to our full Festivus weekend, a 3-day event. And I know that Mariana Waikiki wants to come in here and share the love of water and what she does with us as our creative director for the World of Ability podcast that we're doing tomorrow. Sometimes John hops on there. Ladies, you're welcome to attend with us on Saturdays. That's 11 Pacific, 2 Eastern for start, and we go for a couple hours. Marianne, take it away. What do you got to share?
Well, thank you so much, Kurt. I'm taking my background here. Aloha and hola, everybody. I'm in San Carlos, Mexico, and it's a beautiful day. And I'm doing my own laundry. Realizing when I've done my own laundry. I've done a sailboat too, and don't have clean, fresh drinking water. It can impact our lives and everybody will buy our mental health. And I used to be a case manager way back when, 30 some years ago, back in Grand Rapids, Michigan, with the DAP, at a mental health agency. And President Bush signed the American Disabilities Act. And what a great journey I've had. I got to go to Hawaii and for over a decade to Hawaii. Immigration tourism. And the universe told me I was going to write a series of children's silent books with puppets. So I'm so grateful that we have completed the series for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, and climate change. And we are going to be celebrating the World Water Day here, March 22nd. And I'm really excited because I'm trying to coordinate this catamaran here in my book signing down here in San Carlos, Mexico. Now we got great book trailers. We're on the World of Ability podcast. We're doing a book club. I'm so grateful that people are really helping this work because it started out, I know, a vision and mission, right? The universe told me this with my phone, right? How am I going to do this? What do my phone? Why? My vision is to bring them into animation movies because no one has done it this time here. So I joke like, oh, I can next rolling Door the Explorer, we call it City, right? And yeah, let's get it out there. But we also do have the passion too about water and partnering with the McLaughlin Water Foundation out of Seattle. He's doing amazing things worldwide to get water units to Africa, all over the world. I can't keep up, but I'm part of it because we're co-promoting my books. And I wanted to share with you too, a year and a half ago, I applied for the Awesome Grant Foundation Award, and any of you can do that too as well. They'd love to give $1,000 away a month. I was introduced to that in Hawaii with my co-writer, Susan Sims, and she won $1,000. I won $2,000 for the Minnesota School for the Deaf. And what we did was we gifted the Hawaii School for the Deaf and Blind a water unit value of $150, as well as my second book, Rabbit X Kind of Snowboarding, and sign language character puppets and coloring books. So I want to share that with you, that networking with all of us today. And this is amazing to meet all of you wonderful people with your visions and missions, and don't give up. And it is. We're helping somewhere down the road and learning from our experience as well. So thank you, Kurt. I do want to share with you too, for the Happy Neighborhood Project, the people in finance, We were introduced to Lee Rosenblum, and he wrote about how money works to help the youth. And I had the opportunity to sail with my friend who's an accountant. And he's like, so, we're sailing. We're sailing. We got to talk to each other. We got to get through this. We're sailing from Ensenada to Cabo. And I brought the book with me, and it was amazing. And he was very impressed with it. And other people are impressed with this book, too. So he's another contact for us, believers and both schools, and how money works to get it into the educational and youth programs and all that kind of stuff. Yes, things have changed, way back when, 20 some years ago, and we didn't have the internet, all this stuff. I love ChatGPT. It's my new therapist. It tells me what to do, tells me that I'm okay, and how to position things in a better way of doing all this stuff, and either slow it down or take care of yourself. And I kind of want to share some other good people too for the Happy Neighborhood Projects is, I became an expat over here, 58, and a neighbor is 78. And through Happy Neighborhood Projects, I met Nick Davis, who does insurance funds. And so my friend came over and I said, we need to sit down and talk with him. And you know what? She's a widow. It works. She had a hair salon in Vegas, very classy, right? But you don't know what things can happen. You break your hip, your spouse passes away, other things happen. But we got her back $78 a month of her Social Security. And so she came over, she's like, I said, see, it took a little time just to talk to somebody. I don't know all the rules and bells and whistles and everything changed. But thank you, Kurt Roscoff, because look at the impact that we are doing for people around the world. So, and that's what I can share with you too as well. Like I'm very close, I'm doing my things here with United Healthcare and sharing that with you here of, cost savings, and they want this for pharmacy, they want that. Dental is so much cheaper down here than in Hawaii. And I got a smaller face. And sometimes it's not a relocation, but it is. And it's being smart of where you're spending your money. And I'm an interpreter, retired, body hurts. I'm good some days, I'm bad some days. I'm grateful I have a chiropractor that comes to my home for $20 a month. It's a minute. I do that kind of stuff. I have to. And I'm a massage therapist. He goes, what's going on? You go, well, this. So, our bodies are not what sometimes a wonder wheel, but I wake up with those creative thoughts and all that. So I want to share how many great people are on here, and we're doing amazing, by Zoom community service works and talking about stuff or situations. And Michael Humlin has a great podcast that's coming up later this month. We had the first one, and this third one this month is about last one was being a caretaker. And that's a lot of work. And so talking about persons with disabilities, 30 some years ago, I worked for an agency. I helped them relocate. I helped them with job placement. I helped them with an EFC home. I helped them finding bus, not say find the bus. I had to meet with their parents. And it was a great mental health agency and stuff. And they had a sign language interpreter who was certified. And so they had, meetings with doctors, dental. I went there, I signed, and it's a lot of work. And then trying to explain, and understanding what program is available for them and to make the right choices, which I'm doing right now. I'm reevaluating my life at 58, taking care of my bills. It's got me to. It's a little cheaper down here. Got my rent to it now. Thank you very much. We're submitting it to United Healthcare, which is going to challenge, but it's not. It's going to work out. And so those are just different. It's just so easy. I mean, seeing disability and get off of disability, there's a reason why. And there's health benefits for that and everything. They do go out and work. And I work with a doctor midday work in post office. They have benefits. They work in goodwill, this work. So within their range of income, we had to watch and evaluate because we were being evaluated as well. They were making way too much money. So not to say they were productive. And to try and get off of it, you got to realize what kind of benefits you're going to lose. So we can't save everybody. And you got to watch it. What's income can come, whatever. Look at your environment. Are you going to be a billionaire? And we got a lot of stuff on AI. Okay, that's crazy and good information and bad information. And everybody has a choice of a quality of life. And I'm grateful I got to be part of these different situations and making different decisions now in my life and my age. And I'm grateful to be here. So, those are financial things that you have. And I looked at least how much $30 a month service charges on the ATM because I'm using my debit card. Okay? So I just got to get to cash and not spend it, right? Because that's $360 a year. Okay. And I was talking to my friends out here in Canada, and don't get me wrong, but we go out to eat. Prices are higher. It's unaffordable restaurants, and this is a whole different 2026. So we live within our accommodations, and we are grateful for it. And so they can take away benefits, they change it, and anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Thank you. You did an amazing job. I love listening to everybody. I'm here washing my clothes. I'm putting some lotion on my back so my back can release. And I look forward to signing with you guys this weekend. Cynthia may join, and she's a deaf businesswoman owner too. With Dog Treat business up there who's very successful, but because of the economy and stuff, had to lay off persons with disabilities. And so reevaluate that. And she's out speaking about that. So she's another woman of the world. And so with persons with disabilities or anybody with a loss of job or anything, a limb or, mobility, hearing loss, it can affect anybody and makes you either able to work or not work, and you just have to reevaluate premises. So I want to highlight again a few people to contact. It's a good book for you teachers and educators. Vibes up to you. So it's How Many Words Lee Rosenboom. He's out of California. And also Nick Davis. Premium Healthcare. Okay. Save us a lot of money, unnecessary dental work, watching your stuff, x-rays, pharmacy costs, what you're entitled to, and get our money back as well. So it's just a matter of reevaluating some of those plans, and things can change at any time. So thank you so much, Mr. Roscoe, joining this festive, starting it. Got a great fun this weekend. And also put a challenge out to them and everybody, not them. Excuse me, I'm getting a little tongue tied here. Is I created sign language app games and videos to learn the ASL thing was going out because you never know. Our hands are there. You could be in the hospital. You could need to be signing. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Change my diapers, mommy and daddy, or nurse, doctor. So these are great educational tools that are free. Classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books from donorschoose.org. We have great 4-book trailers. And I'm so grateful that Makamart TV and that Robinson Texas showcasing them in Dentist Restaurant. So who would have thought? What a great dream come true. That's all because of you guys. And we want to thank Kurt and Sue for hosting this, always connecting, sharing good news. Because guess what? You are the messenger. And that's what we need to hear. So thank you so much, Kurt. And yes, Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation. And we got the books out there. Visit www.actsofkindnessseries.com. I just want to say aloha from the bottom of my heart because I've been moving and grooving today. And there you go. And it's Aloha Friday, but I'm in Mexico. So I've been here for 3 years. Aloha.
Thank you, Mary Ann. Well, we went a little over tonight, Kurt. But anyways, folks, that kind of does it for Revolutionize Your Marketing. Again, Azura, thank you for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
And I just want to thank the other guests for coming in. Thank you, Kurt. Yeah, this was a very interesting night. And anybody listening or watching afterwards, you want to get a hold of me, reach me at millcitymarketingma.com. No, sorry about that. I changed it. My email is millcitymarketingma@gmail.com. My website is millcitybusiness with one S at the end, help.com. You can find me pretty much on any social media page. You can find me easily on the Alignable platform. And stay tuned next week. I have a very special guest. Been on numerous podcasts. Had a very special near-death experience that he talks about. So stay tuned next week. Like we say, live at 5 Eastern Time. That does it for me.
All right, very good. We'll see you next week. This has been a production of the World Ability Podcast Network. Revolutionize Your Marketing. I'm Kurt Roskoff. Thank you, John, for doing the show. Thank you, Azura, for being on the show. Marianne, our creative director, and our guests as well. Our pop-up guests, spontaneous guests, Jackie Zaccoli and Carol Witt. What a show. We'll catch you next time. Next week will be a doozy for sure. Tune in. Bye for now.